By this point, you may be saying to yourself, what is the big deal with mindfulness and what does it have to do with the classroom? That is a great question because at first glance, mindfulness is not something that is part of educational pedagogy. However, once we start taking a closer look at the many benefits of mindfulness, we can see how and why it began to enter the classroom. After that, we will take a look at some data specific to the benefits of mindfulness in educational settings. Mindfulness is helpful for many areas, including physical health, emotional health and mental wellness, performance improvement, and enhanced relationships. Physical benefits is just one of the many areas where mindfulness really pays off. Multiple studies have looked at these various health conditions and found that mindfulness can be a help. For example, it was found that cancer patients engaging in mindfulness were able to reduce symptoms of stress, enhance spirituality, and relieve fatigue. Another study found it helped to reduce worry in cancer patients. It can also act as a preventative tool for many health conditions. For example, studies found mindfulness helped to improve heart health through lowering smoking rates, improving physical activity, and lowering BMI. It has also been found to aid in lowering blood pressure and help individuals lose weight. Studies also show that mindfulness based interventions can help remediate sleep problems in older adults in the short term. That then carries over to reduce daytime impacts due to sleep related concerns. Now, let's take a closer look at the emotional and mental health benefits of mindfulness. Stress is not an uncommon experience for many individuals, especially for us in education. It also impacts students at all grade levels. Luckily, multiple studies have shown that mindfulness helps to reduce stress. That's a pretty big deal. Mindfulness can also help decrease symptoms of depression and anxiety. In part, mindfulness's ability to help us regulate emotions and take a step back from an experience before we respond is very beneficial for those experiencing depression and anxiety. We also see an improvement in performance from mindfulness. Studies suggest an improved impact on working memory for those in high stress situations. It improves attention in all areas and improves cognitive flexibility. And then it's also been shown to increase the ability to focus. And mindfulness can benefit our relationships. As discussed earlier, mindfulness helps with emotional regulation, which is beneficial to all types of relationships, whether professional or personal. It also helps when handle the stress of relationship conflicts, as well as helping us to express ourselves better in social settings. Now that we have looked at some of the general benefits of mindfulness, let's take a closer look at mindfulness for educational purposes. First off, studies have shown that mindfulness helps children improve emotional regulation. This is a key developmental skill. It can also help to improve mood, empathy, confidence, self esteem, coping, social skills, focus, and attention. Wow, all of those are really important skills for students to have in order to succeed academically and socially. I'm sure we can all think of a few students that could really use some extra support in those areas. Mindfulness also improves academic performance for students, especially vulnerable students, by reducing stress and developing those necessary skills. It enhances prosocial behaviors and social emotional resiliency. These include things like compassion and helping others in need. Mindfulness reduces depression and anxiety in teens, leading to better academic outcomes, and it improves attention even on tasks requiring sustained mental concentration. I personally have worked with students kindergarten through 12th grade to introduce them to mindfulness in and out of the classroom. In one third grade classroom, the teacher was experiencing a bit of a struggle with students staying on task and regulating their emotions when upset. And this was leading to multiple calls down to the front office for assistance. And who could blame her? Within a few weeks of starting a mindful moment 3 times a week, the calls to the front office had stopped, and the teacher reported a huge impact on the general functioning of the classroom and for specific students where there was some need. She even reported that students would remind her to do the mindful moment if she forgot, as they were enjoying it so much. Imagine if every classroom and every school across the United States started having a mindful moment, even just 1 time a week. What academic and social gains would we see for students? I bet you we'd see a lot. But it's important to remember that the benefits to education do not stop at just the students. Multiple studies show an impact for teachers that regularly engage in mindfulness, including better classroom organization, which many of us could use some help with. I am definitely one of those people. Creating supportive classrooms and reducing burnout. After seeing all the benefits of mindfulness, I hope you're all excited to bring mindfulness to your students, but also to make it part of your own life. Check out the next module for ways to do both.